What's good, y'all? Just wanted to give just a couple updates and the things that I'm just gonna be just working on. I know it's been a while since I made a video on YouTube, but I just really just wanted to take this time out to give you guys an update, partially on why I haven't why I haven't really been focusing on like YouTube and stuff like that, but like now I've come to the realization that I really need to like just make it a priority. And a lot of it just comes from making sure that I set myself up for success. So taking this time out right now to fully just understand like I think my points of reference, like content pillars, stuff like that. So basically like coming up with a strategy for 2025 and really just making a commitment to myself and what I'm going to be doing moving forward. And that's really just really focusing on my personal brand, because right now as an entrepreneur and just being in this freelance life, it has really taught me that building my personal brand, showing people the things that I'm doing, does help with getting new connections, getting new opportunities, and just staying at the top of people's minds. Because I feel like I firmly believe in out of sight, out of mind. If you go ghost for a certain amount of time, like people tend to forget about you. And in this like fast-paced social media world, it's easy to like, okay, I'm gonna commit and do this thing for a week or two and then go away for another 2 weeks. Like it's very like inconsistent. And I feel like that's what I've done for sure over these past few months. And I feel like now I'm starting to systemize things and really like figure out the way that I want to work. And that's what I'm doing right now, building that plan out and figuring out, okay, how can I stay consistent with the thing? Because the one thing is for me, like I've noticed that I can always start here and I can work my way up to here. But when I start up here, it's pretty hard to maintain. So for example, like saying the phrase like, okay, I'm gonna post every day or every other day. And it's easy to do that for a week. But when you're on the week two, week three, oh wait, I'm not running out of ideas and I'm not really sure like what I'm doing. Is the quality gonna go down? There's so many different factors and so many different variables in it that I've come to find out, at least for myself, if I just figure out a number for myself that I can work off of to basically just build off of to where I can, like I said, start here, posting a certain amount, and then working my way up. Once I have a certain amount of content batched up or whatever the case may be, it's always a work in progress. But I feel like now I have such a clearer mindset on what I'm gonna do, and I think another thing that I wanted to start building into it was just like bringing my camera like everywhere with me and constantly practicing and just growing with it. I used to be an athlete back in high school and college, so I love to use the reference, like the basketball references, and it's just like getting reps every week. Because even if I don't put something out, at least I'm getting the rep of making content and figuring out what works for me in my brand. So I feel like that's just a major focus for me that I've slowly come to like slowly come to be like, I need to do this. Like I've talked to myself a couple of times before about it, but I think like now that I'm like getting more into a groove of working with other clients and things like that, I think it's just beneficial for me to just work on my brand. And so if you're somebody who's like small like me, a smaller creator, and going into 2025, you don't know what your plans are. And I feel like for me, I'm just talking from just experience. Um, Going into 25 or like 2025, like okay, this is my resolution. I'm gonna change this. No, like the main thing for me is I want to stay disciplined. Like having a plan like right now that I can begin to follow and get into the groove of things. So going into 2025, I can keep that going and just want to stay disciplined with it. And I think for me, like building that discipline, it does take time, but I feel like I'm making the commitment to make sure that I do those things. If you're somebody out there who is looking to just be in this content creation space, whether you're a photographer, videographer, content creator, I think it's essential to find a system that works for you. I think at some point I'm definitely going to share my process and how I figured and how I do things, because I need to see if it works out, like if it works for me first. I'm starting to see what's working right now, but I think like probably after like Q1 of 2025, I could be able to give you guys a good update on, okay, this is what's been working for me and I can share that. But I think it's important for everybody to try to figure out like stuff on their own and see what really works for them. And that's even if it's just posting once a week so you can understand, get ahead of the ball game. Because I think that's the main thing for me is if I could stay a week or two ahead, there's never like that stress of, oh man, I need to hurry up and edit and get this video out. And of course, if brand deals or something like that come, like that might interfere with it. But I think like for me right now, like trying to stay a week or two ahead is very like just healthy for me. And because for me, like things fluctuate so much that I might have a week where I'm super busy. I'm not able to get as much content as I want to, like editing and stuff like that. And then the next week, like I might have a lot more time. So staying ahead like that is gonna help me in the long run. I just know right now, just from doing it these past like 2-3 weeks and how I've tried to do that. But just making it more of an emphasis to like, okay, here are the platforms I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna make sure I'm going to post on these a certain amount and whatnot. And I might be rambling a little bit here, but again, I think it's important for you to figure out what works for you and build off that. Stay consistent, stay disciplined with that, and then build off that. Going into 2025, I just really want to be disciplined in the little things that I'm doing and just stay with it. Make the commitment, I'm doing this and I'm just gonna do it, just flat out. This is like a non-negotiable for me. This needs to get done. And if it doesn't get done, I need to put in more work the following week in order to catch up on those things. Because I see like now, like the next step or like level for me is to unlock my personal brand and kind of just be more transparent and share and show people my life and business stuff that I'm doing, but also just showing like things that I'm interested in and building like rapport with other people and stuff like that. That's another thing about social media is be on social media to be social. Be social with other creators who are like-minded and stuff like that. Just like networking with the right people, understanding like the people in my circle right now, like really figuring out, okay, are you helping propel me to get to the next level or are you like bringing me down? So there's just like those kind of factors and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I just want to make this just be more focused on, or at least pushing myself on trying to do more long form stuff like this, doing more vlogs, doing product reviews, so more stuff that I'm interested in that you guys might be able to connect with, and just keep that stuff moving forward. For instance, I'm trying to practice right now just like talking to the camera. Don't know if I'm gonna post this video or not, but like just trying to practice talking to the camera so that I am used to it. It's different when you're behind the camera and you're shooting somebody else versus like you being in front of the camera and practicing. It's just a different dynamic. I want to get more comfortable like doing that and doing it more in public, like taking my camera with me, doing this, talking to the camera and figuring out, okay, like I can really, like, I know I can do this thing. I just have to push myself to do it and taking those steps to get to that level. You know what I mean? So just trying to take it day by day, week by week, and get my small wins for today. So yeah. So really, this is just here. I'm just here to say that I'm making a commitment to my personal brand. You will see a lot more posts out of me, both mainly on Instagram and YouTube, just because I don't know about the future of TikTok right now. And as it's coming up and as it's going to be coming up, like I feel like there's already a good amount of people on YouTube, but I feel like there's going to be a big shift and a lot of people just coming to TikTok and YouTube if they don't get the TikTok thing resolved. So those are going to be like my two main platforms that I focus on and really just trying to, just build and grow from there. I just hope that all this, like the stuff that I put out, like hopefully connects with some people, and just trying to build and grow a community. I'm an introvert at heart, so like just doing all this stuff, networking, connecting with people, it's been like one of the it's been one of the things I've always struggled with, but like I feel like now I'm breaking that barrier in a way to where it's like I'm getting over that hump. So talking to the camera like this is like another thing that's it's just another thing that I'm gonna get through. And yeah, just want you guys here for the journey. So just feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I promise I will be posting more on here. But really pushing myself to just show you guys like certain things and just be like as transparent as I can be on just my content and stuff like that. So appreciate, you know, the people who have, checked out the content and stuff like that so far. I definitely have some goals for 2025 that I feel like I definitely can accomplish, because this year has been like very much like a learning year for me. So next year is like we're getting it, like we're getting things rolling, like because I have some like good stuff coming up for 2025 already. So I'm like, okay, I want to keep this energy, keep the ball rolling, and just keep moving forward. So I hope you all have happy holidays. Hope you guys are going into 2025 with a good mindset and learn and figure out the things that works for you. That's my best advice that I can give to anybody, because all systems that somebody else might run, you might not be able to do it. Stay disciplined with the things that you want to accomplish, whether you're in this space or not. Wish you all the best, and let's go into 2025 with a good mindset. It's your boy Miles Curry. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get to work. Peace.